Was the process not for me or the person not for me?
Ooh. I guess I also just have to start with, in general, have you spoken to Colton at all or had any reaction to, you know, the whirlwind year he had coming out as gay and everything that happened with him?
I wished him the best when he, you know, came out with that interview. There had obviously been rumblings that it was going to happen. So it wasn't, that part of it wasn't a surprise. But I just wish some of the decisions prior to him coming out had not happened. But, you know, I support my girls and I support him and his new journey. But I just wish people hadn't been hurt in the process of him coming out.
You did my favorite thing on the show, which is leave. I really enjoy when a contestant takes themselves out of the running. I just think it's just such a thrill. And if I was on the show, I feel like I would just, unless, you know, I somehow was in love with this person, which I doubt would happen, I would be looking for my exit to have my moment. And I don't know if it's about having your moment or if it's genuinely like, I need to get the hell out of here. But I guess my regret question is, do you regret going on the show to begin with, since you kind of quickly realized this process isn't for me?
Was the process not for me or the person not for me?
Ooh.
We'll put it that way. I've definitely been in relationships that, yes, in a couple months, you are full steam ahead and thinking about your future. And we all know now that it wouldn't have worked had I stayed or not. And yeah, I went out with a bang. I don't regret being on the show because of the people it's brought into my life. I think that it sounds so cliche, but truthfully, the friends that you get from this experience, even from other seasons, is worth everything.
Was it your idea to leave, like, pre-rose ceremony, or were you just like, you couldn't do it anymore? Over it?
I was over it. And I'll be honest, if we were going to talk about regrets, you know, doing my hair and putting on a white dress was probably a little, you know, food for the Twitter to go crazy.
I am gutted. And I didn't think it would be that hard. It's just made me doubt everything.
I told one of the producers, I said, if I'm going out, I'm gonna look good doing it, because I've gotten broken up with when I have mascara like running down my cheeks and I'm in sweatpants. And if I'm gonna leave feeling good. So
yeah.
That's what I did.
No, I remember that white dress getting a lot of attention because it wasn't a wedding dress by any means, but I just feel like it was like the white, and like Twitter loves, you know, to poke fun at stuff. So I remember that dress actually very iconically. And I think, you know, good for you. It was your moment. That was like a deep breakup. I actually just watched it again because I knew I was talking to you.
Oh boy.
And it was like 8 minutes of you guys like going back and forth and him trying to convince you to stay. And you were like, I'm not staying.
No, I think people were questioning whether, like, when I walked in, was I trying to have him tell me it was me?
Yeah.
And that, you know, please stay, please stay. My bags were packed, my wedding dress was on, and I was going out that night, no matter what that conversation was. I think a lot of the tears that you saw were just, I liked Colton a lot, and I had respect for him, and I just felt like I was potentially kind of going to make him question this whole process by leaving and kind of doing it so abruptly when our time together at that point had been nothing but positive. And so I don't like hurting people's feelings or springing stuff on them. And so, yeah, I was definitely leaving. I just hated the process of it.
Do you have any packing regrets or fashion regrets?
No, except for the fact that I left a lot of stuff in Thailand.
Oh.
Yeah, I packed real quick, and there was some tequila involved in my packing to get up the courage to like have that conversation later. So I think between the tequila and me being overly tired, yeah, there's probably, that hotel got some good gowns.
Do you regret any tears shed on The Bachelor?
No, because that's who I am. I mean, Why regret it? Emotions are emotions. I'm not going to be ashamed that I cried.
Do you regret you guys dubbing the group of older women the Cougar Den on Colton's season?
No, it's totally my fault. Demi got so much crap for that, and it was me night one as my way of like kind of breaking the ice of who else is older than him. It was supposed to be just a funny thing, and it kind of translated into like this ageist conversation that it just wasn't. It was funny.
Do you regret not being on the Women Tell All?
Hell no.
Was that your choice?
I was in Mexico. I was a bridesmaid in my friend's wedding, and I knew what was going on because, you know, some of the girls called me afterwards. And that women tell all was very much Jerry Springer-ish, and I was enjoying my time sitting on a beach in Mexico. I think, no, I won. And I didn't have to do a hot seat.
No, you would have probably.
Oh, you know I would have,
Yeah. Well, speaking of Mexico, do you regret not going on Bachelor in Paradise?
No, because the season that I would have gone, the girls were really young, the guys were really young, and I don't think there had been anyone on that beach for me. And, you know, quite frankly, it was just a really dramatic nonsense season. So I probably would have left in the same fashion. I would have been like, okay, I'm over this, I'm leaving. And I didn't want to do that twice.
That is so fair. Would you ever, I guess, is it just like you're so far gone that now if they like came to you and they were doing more Paradise, like if you were asked to do that or even another reality show?
Never say never, but it just have to be something that, yes, it's good to get your face out there and all of that career-wise. But if I was going to do a dating reality show, I'd have to at least have an interest in someone or a curiosity about someone. I wouldn't just go down and hang out with 22-year-old men that I don't have a future with.
Yeah. I know you're friendly with Blac, and he had the ups and downs of Paradise.
Oh, that poor man.
I assume he's probably maybe told you, you know, go. If you want to go, go. But just be aware of what might happen to you.
We have had a lot of conversations about Paradise and would he go again? Would I go? It is probably something that around, you know, springtime we tend to talk about quite a bit behind the scenes, but I'm comfortable with the fact that I was not down for that last round of the beach.